Ugo Simba, one of Enugu land. Ugo Simba, one of Enugu land, a traditional title conferred on the wife of the president, Remi Tinubu. She visited Enugu state, and traditional rulers in Enugu state gave her that title, Ugo Simba, one of Enugu land, the first ever title given to a woman in that state. She's the first. That's why you see Ugo Simba, one of Enugu land. Also, on the 8th of May 2025, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was conferred the Igbo title DK Simba, one of Igbo land. DK Simba, one of Igbo land, which means mighty man from other lands, or a hero from other lands. We understand that reactions are coming in, different reactions. Igbos are reacting, Yorubas are reacting, and other concerned people are reacting over the titles conferred on our president and his wife. Let's look at what Punch says. This report was done by Punch. The wife of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Senator Remi Tinubu, has been conferred with the chieftaincy title of Ugo Simba, one of Enugu, in recognition of her efforts in promoting women's empowerment and social development across Nigeria. The title, which translates to Jewel of Empowerment in Igbo, was bestowed on the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria by traditional rulers in Enugu State during Senator Remi Tinubu's walking visit to the region on Tuesday, in a colorful and symbolic ceremony attended by political leaders. It is a political event. Women groups, traditional leaders, and members of the public. The First Lady was celebrated for her impactful initiatives geared towards improving the lives of women and vulnerable populations across the country. Like I said, when you look at the presidency, there are 3 people controlling the presidency. 3. And I stand to be corrected. We have the president, the wife, and his son. We have the president, the wife, most powerful people in Nigeria. The other time, the wife of the president went to Delta State, and there were so much reactions. Now your mama be this, we don't get another one. Look at people saying, no, this is a political move. What am I trying to say? If the government is going to carry out any action or any development stride in any region, they should look at the nepotism in the government as we speak. Let's take example of Buhari. Buhari, as a person, visited Imo State. Buhari was well hated by Nigerians, and especially people from Igbo, from the southeast. Buhari went visiting, and the ovation was low. People were saying different things were being said about his visit to Hope Uzodinma. Igbos rejected that visit because, number one, look at Buhari's appointment, nepotistic. The Southeast were deliberately neglected in the scheme of development in Nigeria. You don't expect the people you neglect. The federal government is for everybody, but hence a government that focuses on a certain people, appointment on a certain people, focused development on a certain people, you forget other persons, you neglect other persons, and you expect those persons to sing your praise. No, it is not possible. It is not possible. We know that the Southeast need to align in this renewed hope initiative of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But the president's wife visiting, I hope they don't think that her visit will want or warrant the Southeasterners to support the presidency. They can use the politicians, that is their structure. That is how they run the show. They can use the politicians. But the people themselves, they will not be convinced that the president's wife is coming for empowerment. Like what Tinubu went to the north. It was politicized. It was left, right, center. It is politics. Anybody that must come with equity must come with clean hands. Imagine somebody will tell us that Tinubu's government is favoring the Southeast. Look at appointment, look at development, look at projects where it's been cited, most of these projects. We know that gas is an integral part of Nigeria's prosperity. gas as you speak. Gas is an integral part of Nigeria's prosperity. But where do we find the gas? We find it in the southeast. Look at the development that these people are yearning for. They don't get it. And the wife of the president comes in. I'm talking about reactions. Why people are reacting negatively to whatever that is being conferred on. I know even Tinubu has a title in Igbo, but it's normal. It's normal. Although we understand that our traditional rulers, they are an offshoot of warrant chiefs. History, warrant chiefs. Now them create the traditional. These guys are not, like in quote, in the southeast, they are not respected. These traditional rulers are not respected. And the politicians know. See, whatever that is being given to the wife of the president, I hope they know it is political. You know, one thing about politics is that it's just about interest, what I'm going to achieve at the moment. No permanent friends, no permanent enemies, but permanent interest. So it is like a business transaction. The first lady is going there to get recognition, and those people want to collect money. In the real sense, that title is not recognized. It's one thing to get a title, it's one thing for you to be respected with that title. So let it be clear. We are not against you giving anybody traditional titles in Igbo land. Even the leaders themselves don't get, true leaders that represent the people get the respect, not with title. So however, whatever the reactions might be, the president should consider whatever restructuring he's doing. He should consider the southeast in whatever he's doing. If not, he's not going to get the support of the southeast. Some people believe, some myopic people that are not intelligent, people that are not smart, they believe that the Igbo, they are inconsequential in Nigeria. They vote, blah blah. They don't have voting power. Yes, voting power is not there. If not for the denigration of the Igbo people, if not for elections that are not free and fair, if not for deliberate, some of these our agencies deliberately will not give you your voter's card if you have an Igbo name. Yes. How do I know? The last elections, register for your voter's card. In the north, they were carrying the cards to house and give people now. Children were having voter's card. But students who left school to go and line up to get their voter's card, it was difficult for them. They suddenly developed glitch. So that most people in the southeast will not get voter's card. Because I don't know why. I've met a lot of persons who have registered to get the card now. Wahala. Although it happens in other parts of Nigeria, there's some Yorubas that are difficult to get their cards and everything. Just take example. For example, the JAM issue. What happened with JAM? Lagos and 5 southeast states. Normally, a criminal is always a criminal. If a criminal wants to perfect his act, he will bring a scapegoat. Lagos will be the scapegoat, so that they will say, it is not only southeast now, also Lagos now. And even if JAM is going to publish the centers we have affected in Lagos, it tells you that these guys know what they are doing. The areas affected specifically in Lagos, although always other people will be affected, but in the larger picture, a whole lot of persons, if not for the reactions, and some people took it up on themselves to question and take JAM to accountability, and also JAM accepting the challenge. Many people, hundreds of thousands of students in the southeast will have been disenfranchised, and some of them in Lagos. Yes. So whatever have you, most people, INEC, look at what INEC is being accused of. INEC is playing hide and seek, so that some persons will not be able to register a political party. My brother, don't do as if you don't understand what politicians can do. Don't do as if you have not dealt with people that are mischievous, people that are cunning, people that are propagandists. You understand that these guys seem to be clever, but they carry out evil acts in a different way. So we understand, if Southeasterners are going to have their voters card, you know that these guys have voting population. Number one, aside what INEC is doing in Southeast, let's look at the number of Southeasterners who are in other regions. Southeast have voting power, voting strength, voting in their millions. Just like you go in Lagos State, you know the number of Southeasterners that are there. You go in Zamfara State, in Niger State, you know the number of Southeasterners that are there. They have their voters card to vote. So don't look down on Southeast and say Southeast this, that, this voting block, blah, blah, blah. The people that are running the government should be intelligent enough to know that Southeast votes are spread across every nook and cranny of Nigeria. If they are able to harness it and bring it together, my brother, if Southeasterners will be returning home, if they say to your tent, oh Israel, everybody is living whatever he's doing and return, Southeast not going to contain Southeasterners. Southeast will not contain the Igbos. Not to talk of those that have gone abroad, though, in all over the world, find themselves all over the world, doing 1 or 2 or 3 things, doing business, going to school and all have you. Don't talk about that. So don't look down on the Southeast and maybe because you manipulate, you disenfranchise Southeast voters, and at the end of the day you not say they don't have electoral value. If the president, well, see, most of these things I'm saying, these politicians, they know better what to do, but they will not do it because of interest and wickedness. I'm not against you giving it. See, you will not say we are not accepting the wife of the president. She's the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. She can come, you can give her a title, but let her understand these are the plight of the people. The same way Soludo brought in President Tinubu, he didn't even advocate for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or other things that be there with the Igbo people. You started taking a swipe at Obi and everything, because you understand that a Soludo is seeking for a second term. An average politician wants his second term. They don't care. You can go to hell. An average politician is only looking for a second term. They don't care about any other person. That is the reality. A Soludo. That's why I said that's why I said very soon Nigeria will be restructured. Then the real underdogs will come out. I know I'm laughing because you don't believe that Nigeria can be restructured. Some people don't even believe that Nigeria can be restructured. They don't believe it. They don't believe it. Now, an Igbo group have come out to say that the president has not performed in the Southeast, that he's not going to get 25%. This is from this day reports. He's not going to get 25%, and that is the reality. We are not brushing left right. I went to Igbo land. I have conversation with different people. Even Alex Oti that is joining the APC. You see, Igbo looks at your personality. Yes. They look at your personality. Look at Buhari. Anything I've shared with you, Buhari was so hated that a P2B with all the sit at home that Samanekwa, although I was thinking, I'm looking at that as Samanekwa, it was being used. Sit at home, no come out and vote. People were uneasy to come out and vote. 90-something% of the vote went to a P2B, not because he's Igbo. Majority of the people some people might have voted because he's Igbo, but real reasons, because they believe this man, they trust the man. Yes, real reasons. But we sit down and see the divisive rhetorics of the president in the Southwest. Igbo hate, stoking division, stoking hatred and left, right, center. We see what the current APC administration is doing with appointments. The Igbos they don't even send anybody. And you expect that you come to Igbo land and you are accepted. They clap for you, you are embraced. No, it's not possible now. It's not possible. We understand that some of these traditional rulers, they overdo, they do what they want to do. But this Ugo Simba one would not be respected by the majority of Southeasterners that believe that the Southeast have been starved of so many things, even development. Not even Southeasterners are saying it. Other people from other tribes are also saying it. When you look at how you treat an Igbo man, Yoruba man, or Hausa man, it's like, according to Shore, it's like there's a plan against the Igbo man. Don't let him rise in Nigeria. By any means, work against him. not to progress in Nigeria by any means. It's just like it. If you have an Igbo name and you're going to take job at the federal appointment, you see, you understand what I'm talking. If you're an Igbo person, you are neutral, you're applying for a job, you understand what I'm saying. That's why some people I noticed some Igbo people add Yoruba names to their own name. I don't know. It's maybe because of employment. We have experienced it a lot of times. We have experienced it a lot of times. Some people get job. There are some Yoruba people that are not tribalistic. But when you go to the federal level, you understand what we are talking. Yes. So if the president wants to get that applause, or maybe they don't need Igbo votes, and Igbo doesn't need, if you face the North, if you focus on the North, they need the empowerment in the northern Nigeria. If I cannot defend my people, my heritage, and my culture, what else? I don't have an identity. We are asking that the president concentrate the developments that these people have been asking for. Nnamdi Kanu also asked for those developments. Nnamdi Kanu also suggested that this thing should be done in the Southeast. The government is not deaf. They're not blind to what the people are asking for. But yet, we know that traditional rulers in Southeast, all those who not get level before, we understand their own play. Now money now they will collect. Should be normal big man that is hated by society. They go to the Southeast and collect traditional title. Let them collect title. But we understand that titles like that, if you're not adding value to the Igbo people, looking at your capacity, if you're not adding value to the Igbo people, nobody is going to. It's normal. I'm telling you the obvious facts. That does not mean the Igbos will vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And that does not mean anything. It does not drive home anything. It does not mean. The president and the wife, they know what they can do. But can they do it? Because they are not wired to do it. The reason why I'm supporting the Tinubu is to restructure Nigeria. Then everybody will structure. Yes, the restructuring will have to affect everybody. No influence from whoever. The Igbos will not start charting a course for themselves. Under Tinubu's government, I don't think the Igbo will get anything tangible. Me personally, that's my opinion. You have your opinion. Under Tinubu's government, maybe except everybody start worshipping him. He now start throwing crumbs at politicians to do one or two things. The politicians that are worshipping President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they have in mind to steal. Now we understand that the government of Tinubu do not look at Better Edu, look at Yebelo. So if you are part of them, maybe they release money for development. If the Igbo people, leaders from the Southeast region, steal the money, EFCC go catch anybody. Say accountability go there. That is the reality on ground. So the development the people need, they are not seeing it. Why would you think the people will be happy with the wife of the president? The people will be happy with the president. It's not possible now. Nobody hates anybody. But this is all politics. No friends, no enemy. No permanent friends, enemy. Interest. The government of the day is not serving the interests of the Igbo people. You don't expect anybody to be happy. Or the traditional rulers, if you see the comments and the Igbo people are giving the traditional rulers, you understand that all these guys, if there's an opportunity, they will carry cane, flog them out from that their throne. If they can't, most of these guys are not valued. They don't even, nothing. But however, this does not mean that we do not still support Southern presidency. It does not mean that if Tinubu is the only person on the ballot, there will be a support for Southern presidency. Yes, that does not mean. That's politics for you, my brother. Politics is very okay. So I want to say a big congratulations to the wife of the president, Ugo Simba, one of Enugu, and also a big one for the president himself, DK Simba. May your days be long. We also plead that you look at the people of the Southeast and find ways to do what is needed. You know what will make them happy. One of them is to release Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, release him and start showing Southeast love. That's the system. That's the only thing we can say. Yes, that's the only thing we can say, and nothing else beat that. May God help Nigerians.